VHS Files Podcast contains spoilers, adult content, and harsh language. Listener discretion is advised. Welcome to the mini-sode.
Welcome back, everyone, and thanks for checking out this mini-sode. This was a candid conversation caught between Jason and I after recording one of our regular episodes, where we talk about the current state of comic book films, some of our favorite comic book characters, upcoming comic book movies that we are excited about, and some of our gripes about comic book movies. Please be forewarned, this does contain spoilers, and it should be noted that this discussion happened before the release of the new Suicide Squad film. We hope you enjoy listening to us nerd out for a few minutes. Lastly, this is a rough recording and you will hear my dogs barking in the background. I do apologize, but they are dogs, and that's what they do. Anyway, on with the mini-sode.
And then that opens up these bottom two shelves here in this thing that I could put different stuff. So my idea was to do this whole case Spider-Man and Venom.
Yeah.
And whatnot.
And Carnage.
Or, I mean, basically Spider-Verse.
Yeah, Spider Family.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, I'm looking forward to. They keep saying that's what we're getting on the new Sony film. They're going to tie it into the first two films, but by what I was reading, was it not yesterday, the day before, they're going to kind of touch on what happened in the first two films, but they are definitely moving into a Spider-Verse more film with this third one. And I'm like, please say that's going to happen. Please say Venom's coming. Everybody else is coming.
Well, there's been all this talk about
the multiverse of madness.
Yeah, well, I mean, the multiverse and all of that stuff. And then like bringing Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield in and all the villains from those movies and stuff. But it's like, yeah, those people are probably going to show up, but they may be in the movie for a second or two. It's going to be one of those where like, you know, Spider-Man's going through the multiverse and he meets himself in the 818 and the 616 and then this and that. But, you know, that's the way they're going to play this. I guarantee you.
Well, that's what I'm kind of seeing. I noticed that, was it Hot Toys or somebody put out, it's Spider-Man's suit, but he's doing the Doctor Strange thing. And I'm like, I wonder if he's traveling through the multiverse.
All right. And
then is what you just said. You see these characters pop up as he's traveling, trying to fix something.
Which means that's the potential for a Miles Morales, a Spider-Gwen, you know, all that stuff.
Dude, I would love them to do like live action Spider-Gwen.
Yeah.
And that would be cool.
And again, like I think that's what they're trying to, that's what they're trying to do with all this Marvel stuff, especially with Loki and introducing, you know, the timeline stuff and the TVA. Like, they are going to break into the multiverse, and the MCU is becoming more and more and more like the Marvel comic universe now.
Yeah.
Whereas all this crossover was happening, the stories were crossing over into X-Men was crossing over into Captain America, and Captain America was going over into this. Like, that's where this is all going.
Yeah. Dude, did you watch the video? I know we were talking about, but it's the Loki episode where they're in there with Kang, basically, where they overlap the Scarlet Witch movie with it. Have you seen that?
Mm-mm.
All right. They said if you go, you can find it online. It's fucking awesome to watch the way it plays out. When they're in there with Kang and they're talking to Kang, they have videos where somebody plays at the same timestamp of the last episode of WandaVision, where she's fighting Agatha Harkness. And it is fucking awesome, because you remember when Kane's sitting there talking to them and he said, I know about it. And then he goes and you kind of start seeing him do this. He's looking around, and he starts doing that. And he goes 5 seconds ago, where he's getting confused.
Okay.
It lines up exactly where Wanda starts pulling in all the chaos magic, where they said, and she says, you don't know what you've done. And that it happens at the same fucking time when he starts being confused and you see everything in the background kind of looking crazy. It happens at the same time, because they say that's what she basically was breaking the multiverse with the chaos magic. And they're saying at the end, when she hears her kids, it's because the multiverse it's all broken.
Yeah.
And she can hear them in another universe. And I was like, but yeah, go online. A lot of people did it on TikTok. They laid them right on top of each other at the same timestamp, and if you watch what's going on, dude, what Kang is doing and what's going on in WandaVision, it's fucking awesome. I don't know who saw that and thought of it, but dude, you would think Marvel would do something like that. So, but yeah, dude, it's crazy. That's why I can't wait for all this stuff the way it's happening out. I mean, I can't wait for Morbius, Venom 2, all that. I'm really stoked about Morbius, even though it's a Sony film. I want to know what they're doing in that.
That one's just kind of gotten lost in all this COVID pushing back movies stuff. But I mean, I'm not crazy about Jared Leto, but dude's a good actor, and I'm anxious to see what he's going to do with the character. I just hope he doesn't do something completely ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, I know about all of his method acting. I wonder if he walked around thinking he was a vampire for the whole entire time and drinking real blood, knowing him.
Probably.
I've heard.
Although, I mean, I'm excited to see the Suicide Squad. I mean, it looks, from what I understand, the trailers look fun. They're not, from what I understand, not really like holding on tight to the old Suicide Squad movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, just the fact that James Gunn is attached to it has me interested. So
yeah. Well, I mean, that's the thing. They were interviewing him, and he really never said that it wasn't attached, but they brought 2 characters, actually 3, because they got what's her name?
Well, you got the
director.
Yeah, and then you got Harley, and you got the Jai Court, the Boomerang guy. Boomerang.
No. Oh no, you got 3. You got Rick Flag, which was RoboCop remake guy.
Yeah,
Harley and Captain Boomerang. So, or is Captain Boomerang in it?
Yeah, there's a shot of him in the trailer.
Yeah,
I've seen it.
Yeah, he might be in it for a little bit. But and then you got the lady who played. Oh my God, I forgot her name. I think Margot Robbie said that she's going to kind of retire from Harley for a while now. So.
I mean, everybody. She's done Harley. What? This will be 4 times now.
Yeah, I think so. But she can't say she's getting tired of look how long Hugh Jackman did Wolverine.
Well, I mean, Tobey Maguire did 3 movies.
Yeah.
I mean, people probably just want to move on to different things. I like Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, but I'm not really a very big Harley Quinn fan. Like, she's just like, she's a female version of Deadpool to me. Like,
kind of.
Yeah. And like, I like Margot Robbie playing that character, but that character is not dear to me. So it could be anybody playing it, and I would give it a chance because I'm not that attached to that character, Yeah.
I like the cartoon, the Harley Quinn cartoon with Kelly Kuko. Yeah, the Penny. Mm-hmm. That's actually pretty good. They're supposed to be doing that. And I think did you ever watch Titans? I really haven't watched any DC stuff other than Flash. Yeah, well, the Titans season 1 was okay. Season 2 got better. Season 3 is good because now they're bringing in a Jason Todd story. Mm-hmm. And that looks interesting, and a little bit of Joker story. So I was like, okay, this could be interesting for a season 3. And I mean, I'm intrigued by what they're doing in Flash, but I mean, it's for the new Flash movie because it's gonna be like Flashpoint style stuff. But yeah, you're also gonna have Spider-Man and the MCU stuff doing all this multiverse crossover stuff, which is the same thing Flashpoint's gonna do. Mm-hmm. So I feel like Flashpoint's gonna come out and do all of that, but then Marvel's gonna do it better. It's going to be the same pot that they've been in all the time, But see, what comes out obviously we're already jumping into the multiverse part. Then we're going to get Eternals, which are probably going to touch on it at some point, probably toward the end of the movie. You got, the What If thing, and then you'll have Spider-Man, and then Doctor Strange comes out in March. Mm-hmm. I don't think the Flash movie comes out until after all that. So you're like, so they're going to be late to the party again. They're going to be late to the party again. Yeah. So even though everybody's all stoked because, Michael Keaton's, I think that's what DC is putting all their money on, is having Michael Keaton's Batman in this movie is what's going to draw people to see it. And that is quite a possibility that that's going to happen. Yeah. I mean, that's the biggest thing that has me intrigued about it. Yeah. Cause I've seen pictures. Is seeing that. Yeah, because I've seen pictures. I know he's in it, and then they said the picture. Somebody posted one today, but then I think DC took it down. But it was a picture of the old Batmobile in the movie.
Yeah, I saw that. But there's also going to be. Well, they've also got this new super person. It's a girl, I think. It's something from the Flashpoint story. It's a female version of Superman.
Oh, Supergirl's. I thought Supergirl's supposed to show up,
or maybe it's Supergirl. I don't know.
I think Supergirl's. Supposed to show up in it. I think.
But I don't know, man. I think DC is just too little, too late all the time. That's all I can really say.
Well, I saw some set footage the other day of a guy riding around on a motorcycle that looks like Batfleck.
No, I saw that that is the new Batfleck costume and all that.
Yeah, but
apparently he is going to be in it for a portion.
Yeah, but they said that wasn't Ben Affleck that we saw.
Oh, probably not.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, okay. So, but like you said, they're doing all this, and Marvel's going to beat them to the punch because. That's
the other thing too that's real messy about all of the DC stuff is you've got that stuff, the DCEU, and then you've also got Matt, what's his fucking name? Matt something or other doing his own Batman movie. And then you've got
Matt Reeves.
Yeah, you got the Matt Reeves Batman movie. And then you've also got the Joker movie that Joaquin Phoenix did, which now they're trying to retcon and say that wasn't the real Joker. That's not a real DC movie, which is like, come on, guys, just fucking pick something and go with it.
Well, they said not only that, that's going to, they're going to do Joker 2, and we're going to meet the real Joker then.
Yeah.
Is what I'm reading. And I'm like, what?
Dumb. It's dumb.
Just leave Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker and just move him alone and run into all these other things. Yeah, I mean, it shows him as being way older than Batman because he met a young Bruce Wayne. Mm-hmm. But let it be, let it go, let it ride that way, and be a more reality-based, grounded Joker Batman story.
Right? They
could totally go that way with it. So, but I want to see Matt Reeves Batman.
So do I. I mean, our Pats looks intriguing as Batman. I'll say it. I mean, I'm interested to see what he does.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not liking all this shit that we're hearing about. He doesn't want to do it again with Matt Reeves. They don't get along on set and blah, blah, blah. He doesn't want to do another one if Matt Reeves is going to direct it. And I'm like, you say that and this thing comes out and makes some money and it puts money in your pocket and get you pushed farther away from your Twilight days. And he'll be like, never mind, I take that back.
Well, I mean, to be honest, I mean, he's done enough independent stuff that's gotten him a lot of recognition lately that he probably doesn't need it.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, but I'm talking about mainstream blockbuster type stuff. Because his last blockbusters were Twilight. That's his blockbuster movies.
Right.
Like summertime, fall time blockbuster, making gazillions amount of money. So this is his next thing. I mean, he's done all the, like you said, the artsy type underground films and stuff that still got like Oscar nominations and all this kind of stuff, but they weren't blockbusters per se.
Right.
So, but that's what was Shia, whatever it was doing. He did all the Transformers movies and he said, I don't want to do those movies. I want to go do these kind of movies. But then he just went stupid.
Well, I mean, Shia LaBeouf's got more problems than just the movies he wants to do. That dude's got issues.
Oh God, yeah. I heard what his new movie. He went and got his whole chest tattooed for the movie, like a real tattoo.
I'm going to be surprised if that dude has a career much longer. Which I mean, he does it to himself.
Oh,
so yeah. I mean, I honestly thought he was going to like redeem himself with his past couple of movies, and because like he's gotten this weird persona in Hollywood now, but then he's got all these sexual allegation things that have been brought up. And I don't know, man, I think he just needs to kind of go away for a while and then maybe kind of make a resurgence later, like pull a damn Robert Downey Jr. or something.
Yeah. I mean, look at him. He's still young shit. He can go away for 10 years or so and then come back.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, RDJ did it. Well, he also went to prison or jail for a while too. And if it wasn't for John Favreau, I mean, we wouldn't have the MCU pretty much, and he gave RDJ his career back.
Yeah. So. It's fun, man. Like we've been Rachel and her kids have been coming, Rachel, Chris and their kids have been coming over here and watching the MCU movies with us. They had stopped. where did we just start? We had to start. They hadn't seen anything from Doctor Strange on.
Really?
Yeah. So they hadn't seen Doctor Strange. They hadn't seen Guardians 2. They hadn't seen Spider-Man. They haven't seen Ragnarok, which we watched Ragnarok the other day.
Yeah, about to say you just posted that the other day.
Well, I mean, we've been watching those over the past few weekends, but like watching that with them and kind of, it's fun watching them see it all for the first time.
Oh yeah.
You know, because I mean, they came over and they saw like my Infinity Gauntlet and stuff that I have, and Gavin didn't know about the Iron Man Infinity Gauntlet or the Power Gauntlet.
Yeah.
And I was like, you haven't seen Infinity War? And he's like, no. I was like, oh my God, I've got so much. I have such shites to show you. So like, they don't know anything that happens in Infinity War. They don't know anything that happens in Endgame.
Jesus. Well,
so it's like,
that's crazy. That's how it was with my girlfriend. She wanted to go watch Black Widow. I said, you've not watched anything. She's like, what do I need to watch to go see that? So I was just like, okay, you got to watch this, and this. And then she had to skip a couple and go straight to Infinity War and Endgame, because the ending of the scene, the end credit scene, would have ruined the whole, all of Endgame for her if she would have watched Black Widow without seeing it.
Yeah.
Because she would have, what? She's dead?
Yeah.
So yeah, it would have. So she had to watch it, and she never was interested in the MCU movies, and then she's like, I'm invested.
Yeah,
I'm in this character now. There's a few we got to go back and watch, like the Ant-Man movies and stuff like that. But
like they haven't seen Black Panther at all. Like the only thing they've seen of Black Panther was him in Civil War.
Damn.
So they haven't seen. That's the next movie we got to watch is Black Panther, and then we've got Infinity War, and then after that, I think it's Ant-Man and the Wasp, Captain Marvel, and then I think it's Endgame.
Yeah.
And then Spider-Man Far From Home. And then I'm going to show them Into the Spider-Verse, because they haven't seen Into the Spider-Verse either.
Yeah, see, that's still probably one of my favorite movies.
It's by far my favorite Spider-Man movie. Dude,
it comes on TV now, and I watch it. I'll sit and watch it. I love that. I don't care if it is a cartoon. It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's a great story. It is a great story, the way they do it. And the animations, I love the animation. It doesn't look like a regular cartoon.
Yeah.
It looks way better than just.
And we just watched Spider-Man Homecoming and Thor Ragnarok the other night. And, we watched one night, one the other, but watching Spider-Man again too, like Spider-Man Homecoming, like that Spider-Man is so much like the like comic style Spider-Man.
Oh yeah.
And like, it just fits that mood so good. And I really love it for that. Like, it's it's just fun. It's really fun and wholesome.
Yeah.
They've made some bad casting choices. That's the biggest thing I have to say about the Spider-Man
hate the Flash.
Stuff.
The Flash.
Flash Thompson is not like, I love the kid who plays him.
Yeah, he's been in other stuff. He's good, but
he's not. Yeah, like, and I can see them like trying to make him the bully Flash Thompson, but like it's not gonna work. Like, he's not the Flash that. Yeah, he's just it doesn't work for me.
Yeah, and even Ned, I love Ned, but Ned eventually becomes the Hobgoblin.
Yeah,
and I don't see that either. So I'm kind of like, did we not think that far ahead, or we just put these characters in the movies to meet certain criteria to please our audience?
But I mean, that's the other thing too. I mean, they've never really stayed strictly to the story. They've always had some kind of way that they've veered off and done something a little different from the way the comics have done, which they've had to do because they didn't have rights to properties and all that stuff. It makes sense, but it's just like your choices for some of these castings is weird, because like, if you're going to go the route with that character, any version of the route with that character, like, give me someone that I believe is that character. And the guy who plays Flash is just not who I think is a Flash Thompson.
Yeah. And I like, was it Zendaya?
Yeah, I like Zendaya.
I like her.
I don't mind. Yeah, I don't mind her as MJ. Like, I kind of like that they sort of redid that.
Yeah,
that works for me.
The one thing I wish they would kind of get, I mean, my own personal opinion is get Spider-Man away from the Iron Man shit.
Well, they kind of have to now. They don't really have a whole lot of a choice.
Yeah, I'm just, the whole tech armor Spider-Man suit, I'm like, I mean, Spider-Man went through all that stuff, but at the end of the day, he went back to his regular suit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he had the Iron Spider suit. He had the one with the diamond plating on it that was on the cover. You know,
I'm really interested to see this black suit that's going to be popping up in the new one. Have you seen the pictures of this?
Yeah, the black suit with the gold spider on it.
Yeah. I'm wondering what that's going to be all about.
I hate gold, so that to me that's ruining Spider-Man. But so I was like, that's an Iron Man. And again, it's an Iron Man thing.
Yeah, I mean, he had gold on the Iron Spider suit.
Yeah, I'm just like, come on, let's just get back.
But I agree. Like I honestly like. I ended up liking what they did with the Iron Spider stuff and Infinity War and everything. But I like, if you were going to go that route, why not go the classic Iron Spider look? Like, I think that would have looked cool as fuck.
Oh yeah.
Like I would have been down with that. And I wouldn't have I think blending the gold and everything into the regular Spider-Man uniform, the blue and red, just looks weird. Like if you were going to go that route, just go with red and gold.
Yeah.
And own that shit. I think they should have done that and it would have looked a lot better.
Yeah. Like I said, but at the end of the day, I really think just go back to his original suit. I mean, not the Ben Reilly. I called it the Ben Reilly suit. His original, because it looked like Scarlet Spider.
Mm-hmm.
But just go back to the first suit that he made from. It's a cloth looking suit. It looks like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Because I
don't even mind him having a little bit of the tech. I mean,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. He had the tech in his goggles. I mean, his eyepieces.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. But we don't need the nanotech Iron Man spider suit. And I mean, I know I'm being particular because I'm a fan and stuff like that, but I think it takes away from some of the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Because he's a street level. I mean, that's what he said. He said, so I mean, they talked about it. So you want to help the little guy and do that. And he says, yeah, I want to be a, friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. And I'm like, that's where I think he's gone big. He's been to outer space and he's done all that. But at the end of the day, Spider-Man is there to take care of his people.
Yep.
Right there. And I think they're trying to turn him into Iron Man. And I'm like, I don't know if you need to do that.
Yeah.
So he's just a poor kid from freaking Queens.
I think they have the opportunity to correct that with the new movie. But I mean, I think they're also going to go down this route with the multiverse stuff that's going to make it a lot more crazy. So, they're probably going to have to do something with his suit to like withstand traveling through the multiverse or some shit like that. Who knows? But
yeah, that might be the suit. I think it is the black suit I saw that had the little Doctor Strange little, I forgot what they're actually called when he's casting.
Sling ring. Yeah.
It's like the sling ring style where it pops up the little circle that pops up and the toy had that on it. And I was like, I almost wonder if he's using that to travel through the multiverse or something.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. Or he's gave him some kind of powers because they're saying basically Doctor Strange will be the new Iron Man to him.
Yeah.
Like he's going to take him under his wing. And then I'm like, okay, so now we're going to have Spider-Man / Iron Man / magician.
We're going to
Doctor
have
Strange.
Dr. Spider-Man.
Yeah.
That works. Dr. Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Because you got Doctor Strange, Spider-Man, and Iron Man. So Dr. Spider-Man.
Dr. Spider-Man. That's what we got. They say now it needs a cape, like Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
What about the cape?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you never know. They might be trying to play into that too. I don't know. You never know. All right, dude. We have a good night, man. We'll holler at you later.
All right, man. Later.
All right.
You've been listening to the VHS Files minisode. We drop new episodes every Friday, so make sure you're subscribed and leave us a rating and a review wherever you get your podcast. Interact with us on all social media platforms at VHS Files Podcast. Email us any questions, comments, movie suggestions, or games you'd like to hear on a minisode at vhsfilespodcast@gmail.com. Thanks for listening. We'll be back.